You're watching News 24 Live, and I'm Jerusha Sukhthia Rath. Now I'm joined on the line by Molemo Khomo and Mpumi Motsabi. They've created something extraordinary in Ntomb'entle Dolls. It's dolls that are desperately needed in South Africa. And Molemo, you're going to tell us why. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, won't you tell us about Ntomb'entle Dolls?
I have a range of 8. I have a Zulu doll, a Ntombela doll, a Sotho doll, Sepedi doll, a Venda doll, a Swati doll, what am I leaving out? And a Zonga doll. The range is 8. And it was just really just to highlight our beautiful African culture and for our little girls to have something to identify with and to play with. I think that's how the idea came about, just not finding a doll for my little girl at the time. I started this whole process in 2005. It's been long, but surely and slowly getting there with the help of Mpumi, of course. And we're excited, we're very excited.
Molemo, you're absolutely right. I mean, just this week I was looking for a doll for a friend's daughter and just couldn't find a brown doll. And in 2015, it seems a bit silly that we're still having the struggle.
It still is a huge struggle in 2015. Well, in 2005, it was a problem just getting a doll for an African girl. And the one that was out there at the time was just not appealing. And I saw a gap in the market. I decided to act on it and see what would happen. And I'm just excited that now, finally, there is an excitement. There's a big hype, and women are really excited to continue further after this first range of traditional clothing on the dolls.
Yeah, and I think just to add on to that, when speaking to a lot of the black moms, that's exactly what I found, that their little girls cannot identify with any of the dolls that they've been playing with, and they start having these perceptions of beauty that are completely distorted. So they're with their coarse hair and brown eyes and brown skin. The dolls that they're playing with do not represent them at all. So it has been a struggle, and I'm glad that we're actually doing something that's going to help a lot of kids, a lot of families, to eventually redefine the beauty perceptions.
Mpumi, of course, this all just really resonated with you, and when you heard about Ntomb'entle Dolls, you just had to get involved. I want you to tell us a little bit more about that, please.
Okay, so I saw it. And I initially just bought for my 2 girls. I got the Sotho and the Zulu one for my 2 girls. And really, to me, it was, here is a beautiful African child, And my children also have issues with perception. And I think it's possibly because of the media, it's possibly because of what they've been exposed to. So, and for me, it was like, I cannot have my child have the same kinds of issues that I had, with wanting long hair, wanting the blue eyes, straight hair, so I didn't want them to have that. And I felt like a doll that they could play with, a doll that they could, because girls love their toys. They love their dolls. And if they can learn to love their dolls, they can love the features that those dolls have. Their brown skin, they'll learn to love that as well. So I saw it and I thought my friends definitely would also love this, because we complain about the same thing.
So Molemo, you create the dolls, and Mpumi, you market and advertise and do all the sales. Won't you tell us a little bit more about your business model and how it works?
Okay, so Molemo has a huge production batch that's ready for me to then just send out. At the moment, we are really selling via Facebook, and people are emailing me for orders. And I really think we're in a stage where we're trying to find the best business model to work it. I didn't think it was going to blow up as much as it has. I mean, literally last week we put the post up on Facebook, and at the moment we are sitting on 500 likes, and it is insane. So how it works is basically people drop me a mail, and they can inbox me on Facebook, and we arrange for delivery.
That's amazing, and I think that's really just a testament to how much these dolls are needed in South Africa. Now, when I showed it to a friend this week, I sent her the Facebook link, she said to me, because she's from Zimbabwe, when are these women going to create a Shona doll? So I think that there really is a lot of room here for you to expand into Africa. Do you have plans for that expansion?
You know, when I started in 2005, the plan was to eventually branch out into also doing Namibian dolls. So I think that will still be the plan. That will still be the plan.
Yeah, I mean, diversifying into dolls across the African continent, you know, representing people from the African continent is where we'd like to eventually get to.
We've spoken a lot about the feedback that you're getting from South African moms, but I want you to talk to us about the feedback that you're getting from little boys and girls who are actually playing with these dolls. How are they reacting?
The girls are quite excited because what I found in the week as well with the girls that have bought, it is the excitement. It is a doll that looks like them. The doll does this. It's on the bed. Nobody can move it on their beds. So it's quite exciting. And also my little girls have always asked for a boy doll. So at some point I'm going to have a boy doll and find a name for it. And yeah, it's quite exciting.
Yeah, I think for me, I've also found it to be quite educational for the kids, because my one girl has a Sotho one and the other one has a Zulu. So I'll ask them the greeting in each of the languages. And it's also a way to just teach them the different greetings in the languages. And if I've got the whole range, you know, they can go through a Venda greeting, a Tsonga greeting. And it's a kind of thing that I think will help to improve relations between the different cultures, and also get the children to be more diversified in their approach to things.
Well, the story just keeps getting better and better. So tell us, how can we get a hold of one of these dolls?
Okay, so for the moment, they can email me on Ntomb'entle Dolls @gmail.com, and they can also inbox me on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Ntomb'entle Dolls, and that is Ntombele Dolls. And they can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @Ntomb'entle Dolls.
Molemo Mpumi, thank you so much for joining us today. And from all of us at News 24 Live, we wish you all the best in your venture.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us.